Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to another Empire Sports Media Saturday Showcase, Game of the Week, whatever you want to call it. It's the number 3 ranked Georgia Bulldogs taking on the number 9 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide. It's going to be a fun one today, ladies and gentlemen. Cannot wait to get this bad boy started, as the start time is starting at 4:10 p.m. So we're about 10 minutes away from kickoff. So let's get a couple of pregame conversations started, beginning with the Georgia Bulldogs coming off of a very sloppy win. Yeah, I did. I put yours together and then I added another one. It looks great. Now you see why I put rock music in my videos. It looks great. But let's talk about Georgia. They are coming off a pretty... yes, I am calling both games. Cue the Kevin Harlan clip. Anyway, on to business. The Georgia Bulldogs are coming off a very ugly win against the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. It was not pretty whatsoever. And to say that they got away with murder that game would kind of be putting it lightly. They played a horrific game on offense, but their defense showed out at the best moments possible. And just like that, they got themselves a spot in the SC title game with a dominant victory against none other than the Texas Longhorns, who got themselves a huge victory against the Texas A&M Longhorns. They got themselves a pretty good win against A&M. In Austin, I believe it was a 10-point win for the Longhorns in Austin. But it was a dominant win nonetheless, and they had a lot to... They decided to build themselves a bit of a case for the college football playoff. I don't think that their case is strong enough, but that was AI. Text would never let that happen. Yeah, they got mauled, to say the least. It was not good whatsoever. But yeah, it's going to be a very, very fun one nonetheless, and I am super excited to get this one underway. Now, let's talk about Alabama. Alabama enters at 10-2, 7-1 on the season in conference play. It was not what we expected against the Auburn Tigers. What the hell am I saying Ducks for? I guess I thought of Anaheim for a second. Anyway, it was a pretty dominant victory. Well, we thought it was going to be a dominant victory because Auburn could not simply move the football. in the first half. It was not pretty whatsoever. But on 4th and 2, the Tide decided to go for it. They converted onto a touchdown pass for Ty Simpson to Isaiah Horton, and then Keon Coleman fumbled the ball, and that was that. Regardless, we are in for a fun one today. I have my impact players for the game. Obviously, for the Crimson Tide, I'm going with none other than Ty Simpson. Excuse me. None other than Ty Simpson. The offense is going to live and die with him. And defensively, I'm going to go with a guy that had a very strong game against Auburn, and that is Deontay Lawson, who had himself a very strong game against the Tigers, but a very strong season nonetheless. For the Bulldogs, I am going on the flip side here. We're going to start with the defense. He was my impact player last week, but I'm going to switch it up a little bit. We're going to go with Raylan Wilson playing the money linebacker, a.k.a. the middle linebacker spot on the strong side of the field. I'm expecting a big day from him. And then offensively, I'm leaning towards, I don't want to go quarterbacks for both. So I'm going to go with Nate Frazier. Georgia's run game has been very inconsistent over the past year. So we're going to see what happens. Those are my impact players of the week. You got any different ones? Drop them down in the comments below. Speaking of the comments, let's read them as the national anthem is beginning to play in Atlanta. Texas would never let that happen, but that game was real. A&M's still little brother. We should be in the playoffs. Even the Florida lost, we were in the swamp. Give me Bama, they own Georgia. Same team that lost FSU. That is true. They did lose to Florida State, and it was not pretty whatsoever. You turn the volume down on this? Thank you. Nevertheless, it was not pretty for Alabama these last couple of games. But you want to talk about a team that has been incredibly fraudulent this year, also in the SEC, are the Oklahoma Sooners, who basically cheated death against the LSU Tigers in the previous week. It was not a good game for Oklahoma whatsoever. A brutal result, in my honest opinion. And it showed me that they are really a team that you can mess around with because in the end, their defense is just going to show out for them. But, I mean, what can I say? The Sooners have been very fraudulent for most of the year, as it looks like we're finally about ready to get this game underway, which actually, we still have 11 minutes till kickoff. So I started this stream pretty early. Guess who beat them? Texas. That is true. Can we get a dorm check while waiting for the second game? Yes. Honestly, you can. Probably. In fact, I'm going to move my setup a little bit closer because right now I'm currently underneath an area, so I'm going to move everything. We're going to be in motion for a little bit. It's like you're running back in the backfield, just going in motion for a little bit. Nice. Right there. There we go. We are now even closer to the action. Just had to move a few things. Did not bump my head on the TV, I'm telling you right now. Team Mac, what's up, Mix? How we doing, my guy? Texas will be in the playoffs because Arch played really well in neutral home environments. Yeah, he has, but I don't think Texas should be in the playoffs simply because of the fact that they lost to goddamn Florida. It's all going to come down to whether or not Ty Simpson is able to maintain the pressure that the Georgia Bulldog defense has been putting on every single team in the country this season. How about those Ole Miss Rebels, though? Yeah, man, I feel so bad. They are just getting screwed over left and right. It is a disappointment that Kiffin had to leave them the way that he did. But while we are waiting for this game to start, this channel is called Empire Sports Media for good reason. So let's jump you through. We're going to do something new on this channel. We're going to call this the New York Minute. This is everything that happened over the last 24 hours in New York sports over the last minute. As we start things off in the National Hockey League, last night the New Jersey Devils fell 3-0 to the Vegas Golden Knights down in the Rock. Who do I have? I have Georgia winning this game. And then earlier today, the New York Rangers suffered a brutal overtime loss to the Colorado Avalanche 3-2. Tonight, the New Jersey Devils take on the Boston Bruins, and the New York Islanders face off against the Tampa Bay Lightning. Last night in the NBA, another dominant win for the New York Knicks, 146-112, off of a strong outing from Jalen Brunson with 33 points, Cat with 18 and 9, Deuce McBride with 22 points coming off the bench. Played very strong and very efficient against a pretty battered up Utah Jazz. Yeah, the Avs are unbelievable, and they won again. This weekend in the NFL, the New York Jets host the Miami Dolphins, which is going to be an incredibly fun game, to say the least. It was not really going to be the most fun game to watch. Over in college basketball, the St. John's Red Storm takes on the Ole Miss Rebels at 8 o'clock tonight. St. John's are 13.5-point favorites. Earlier last night, the Iona Gales suffered a brutal loss to the Quinnipiac Bobcats, 89-68. Not really what you expected whatsoever. Out in the Atlantic 10 division, the Fordham Rams, on the other hand, are about to lose to Holy Cross. They trail 70-69. And on Thursday night, nobody else played. That basically sums up your New York minute. Rockets would not kill the Knicks. Sebastian, stop lying, man. Like, what's the point of lying? Lying only makes things worse. What college you go to? You know, I go to Iona. I'm a Iona Gale, as you can see right here. Got free tumbler last night. But no, of course I can share where I go. I'm very big on their college basketball. I just called a game for them last night. If you paid attention, you would know this. All right, great. Now I'm ahead. Lovely. As we remain waiting to get this game started, you go through what happened earlier today. The Texas Tech Red Raiders absolutely annihilated the BYU Cougars 34-7. Another strong game from the defense. Roberts had himself a few interceptions. Jacob Rodriguez played really well. And just a good win for Texas Tech as they have pretty much locked up a bye to get to the playoffs. Knicks can't beat good teams. Yes, they can. Today's definitely not sponsored drink is raspberry iced tea at Pure Leaf. The Knicks would kill the Lakers. Are you kidding me? We'd kill the Lakers. Lakers just lost to a Celtics team missing Jason Tatum by, I believe it was 20. Point of the matter, it was not ideal whatsoever for either team. Knicks would slaughter the Lakers. We don't need to play hypotheticals. The Lakers got decapitated. Rockets are the only team that can beat Oklahoma City. No, they're not. No one is beating the Thunder. I mean, it's really that. Whoa, that got too close. I'm just testing out the new microphone that I just got. Did I was Celtics miss Jason Tatum? Yeah, but we didn't really talk about that. We're here to talk about college football. And that is why we are here today, is for some SEC football. Once this stream wraps up, I will be taking about a 30-minute break to then get set up for the Big Ten championship game between Ohio State and Indiana. Or I'll stay on the air. I mean, who knows? We're still waiting for this game to get kicked off. Honestly, I think the background looks really, really nice. I was able to set this up. Georgia and Alabama were playing so many times in the SEC championship that this was such an easy fix. I was able to get this going pretty simple, honestly. So I'm very surprised with how easy it was to set this up. As we're about 4.5 minutes away from kickoff, I genuinely do not know what is taking this long. As Kirby Smart getting his dogs ready to take the field. They might be the away team, but it is basically a home game for them as they are in the friendly confines, or not so friendly confines, of Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta, Georgia. The Tide know what it's like to win here. They've been here so many times, and they have been very, very successful when they play at the MBS. And Kirby Smart knows this building better than almost any coach currently in the country right now. And here come the Tide, making their entrance out onto the field. Again, as the home team, but are basically the away team there in Atlanta, Georgia, as the Dogs are basically like, what do you call it? This is a home game for them. And here come the Dogs onto the field. The reigning SEC champion Georgia Bulldogs, after beating Texas last year. Anything but starting the game. I don't give a piss about nothing. I don't give a piss about nothing but the Tide, baby. Blitz, Bama Blitz. Yeah. Drewski and Roll Tide Willie. That is the first time I'd ever seen Drewski. Was that video? And that was I didn't know who. I'll be honest. I did not know who Drewski was. I'll be for real. I call me a fucking unk all you want. I did not know who Drewski was. Like, no joke. I didn't. That video is how I discovered him. Got this in my team. Bro, it happened. I don't know what you want me to do. That game happened. There's nothing you can do about it. It happened already. You got to deal with it, man. College football is not fair. I would think you of all people should know that as a Texas fan, is that it is not fair. Nebraska's fired offensive line coach. Oh, Lord, have mercy on us all. And the coin toss is underway. Alabama will defer to the second half. So Georgia will be getting the ball first to start this game, as it looks like we are finally, like you gotta do about the Panthers would, whooping your ass. Bro, they didn't whoop our ass. They barely scraped by us. I said they had a better case over Vanderbilt. All right, John Jim, you're finally here. You're late. You're not late. We have the game hasn't even started yet, as a matter of fact. Your catch up to Texas D, then allowed 30 points. Yeah, I know. It's not ideal. So the Dogs will be getting the ball first, as it looks like we are finally ready to get this thing going. And the kick is off, and we are finally underway. And this will start off with Georgia getting the ball at the 25-yard line. So here we go. It's all going to come down to whether or not Georgia is able to run the football, which is something that they've done very well all season long. I will try to read as many comments as I can in between plays. I do got to get the Alabama chart pulled up because I wasn't able to get to the, what's it called? I couldn't get it. I couldn't get it out. Well, here we go. First down and 10 now for Stockton and the Bulldogs. There goes Zachariah Branch out in motion. Stockton, quick throw. He's got Branch at the 25, the 30, the 35, the 40, and finally out of bounds at the 43-yard line. And a great start for the Georgia offense. It's going to be an early gain of about 15 yards. 1st and 10, Georgia. Got Bama end of the first. What do you mean by end of the first? I'm not sure what you're talking about by end of the first. No, I said in between plays. I said in between plays. 1st down and 10. Cash Jones in motion. Stockton, design QB run, and he is going to be brought down. That was number 18. I believe that was Bray Hubbard. So a 3-yard gain there on that play, and it's going to be 2nd down and 7 for Georgia. No, I said in between plays. I will read a comment after every play. Well, as many as I can at least. Commercial breaks were golden. 2nd down and 7. Branch goes in motion. They're going to go right back to him, the fastest man in college football. And only got about a yard on that. There is a flag down. This will be holding against Georgia. It's going to be on Dylan Bell. Pretty obvious holding call, if you ask me. I mean, Reed Morgan was getting grabbed on the shoulder. So, very easy call for the officials. How did you know all those huddle up players? Because I've been watching football my whole life. I grew up in that era. I played a lot of the video games growing up. It's just something that has been attached to me for a while now because I've been watching football forever. That's how. 2nd down and 17. Oscar Del Bell is in motion. Now lines up as a blocking tight end. Give to Frazier. He's going nowhere. James Smith Jr. and Jordan Renaud gets back there. A big loss for the Dogs. Up at a 3-yard loss. It'll be 3rd down and 20 coming up for Georgia. And this Bama defense is flying early. Third down and 20. Stockton tried to get something out of it, and he is thrown down. Maybe a couple of yards. Brought down by number 42, Yanze Pierre. And the holding call sets Georgia back, and it's going to be 4th and about 15 coming up. Dogs will punt. So, yeah, that's really how I knew a lot of them. Is because, I've been attached to football my whole life, and I'm very passionate about it, if you didn't know. Anchors away. And Adams is going to take a fair catch. And now the Crimson Tide will start off on offense. Ty Simpson and the Bulldog offense set to take the field, starting in his first SEC championship game. We're going to take a short break. We'll be right back in 60 seconds as you're watching the Saturday Showcase on Empire Sports Media. And we are back. I love the Bama defense. Yeah, Bama's defense looks very strong after that first drive. No question about it. So, yeah, that's kind of the long and the short of it. Just waiting on them to come back. Let's not freak out. This happened with BYU. Give it time. Let's read some more comments. Keep the comments coming. I'm not that fraud from fucking Twitch. I actually read this shit. Here we go. First down and 10 for Alabama. Simpson. They're going to hand it off to Reuben Owens. Correction, that was Daniel Hill at running back, not Reuben Owens. My apologies there. They were the same number, I'm pretty sure, right? Unless Reuben Owens plays for a completely different team, which could be the case. 2nd and 5. Caleb Edwards goes in motion to the left side. 3 wide receivers set for Alabama. Hill in the backfield. Now Bernard in motion. They'll go right back to the run game is Hill. He'll pick up 3. Dalen Everett in there on the tackle. 3rd and 2 coming up for the Tide. Ryan Grubb, the offensive coordinator for Alabama, facing off against Glenn Schumann, the defensive coordinator of Georgia. 3rd and 3 coming up for Alabama. Third down and 3. The man goes in motion. Simpson hands it off to Brooks, and he's going to be stuffed. Nowhere to go. Ellis Robinson, the redshirt freshman, makes the tackle. It's going to be 4th down, and the Tide are going to have to punt. Big stop for Georgia's defense. Beautiful tackle by Robertson. That is the stuff they teach you in Pop Warner. That is the stuff they teach you in high school. Reads that beautifully as the outside backer. 4th down and 3. Nearly blocked. Anchors away. End over end. And Branch is going to fair catch at the 30. So after a punt of 44 yards, the Bulldogs will take over after a 3-and-out on defense. What's at stake for this game? So, the winner of this game is guaranteed a first-round bye. As for the rest of the field, if Alabama wins, they're in, pretty much guaranteed. If Georgia wins, Alabama will most likely drop to the 10 spot in the bracket, which will help out Notre Dame and hurt Miami. If Bama wins, then Notre Dame and Miami are screwed. Simple as that. If they don't drop and it ends up becoming a head to head, Miami will jump Notre Dame. So yeah, that's basically how it sums it up for the field, at least. So yeah, that is basically all you need to know. So the way I see it, Oregon, Ole Miss, Texas A&M, Oklahoma are all locks. They're all getting in no matter what. Which leaves, and BYU just got their asses kicked by Texas Tech, so they're out. It all comes down to three teams. It's going to come down to Miami, Notre Dame, and Alabama. Those three, two of the three will get in, or only one might get in. It all depends on the later result and the ACC championship. Honestly, I hate to say it, but the G5 rule needs to be worked on. Matter of fact, the ACC needs to fix their goddamn tiebreakers. That to me is the biggest deal breaker. That is the worst part, is the fact that the tiebreakers are so broken. I hate to say it as because I hate Miami as a team, but they should be playing against Virginia tonight. It should not be the Duke Blue Devils by any means. It 100% should be Miami versus Virginia. It should. But they want to do it differently, I guess, because the ACC is the tank conference. Stockton, they're going to go back to a screen again, is to. That's a big loss there. That was a very strange throw by Stockton. Looked like just lost their balance on that one. It's 2nd and 14 coming up. Malachi Tolliver is going to be playing center today for Georgia. 2nd down and 14 to go. Stockton steps up in the pocket, fires another check down, and Frazier can't hang on, and it's incomplete. A big hit by none other than Damani Jackson playing that right side corner, and it's going to be 3rd down and 14. He clipped him on his knee, so we do have an injury on the play. Hopefully he's okay. All right, well, he's up. Hopefully Frazier's okay. Yeah, that was an absolute hospital pass by Stockton. Hopefully he just got the wind knocked out of him. We play on. 3rd and 14. Stockton. Bama brings 5. Fires quick throw to Cash Jones, and he's going to be just short. Decision time now for Kirby Smart. He almost got it. This is a decision for Kirby. I think you punt here. I wouldn't go for it in this situation. Lawson got away with a potential roughing the passer there. So they will punt this one off. Sent away, and it's going to take sort of a Bama, sort of a Georgia bounce at the 8-yard line. So Bama will take over on offense with 8:28 to go in the game. In the first quarter, that is. First down and 10. Simpson fires, quick throw, it is complete. And it is enough for a first down. Quick throw. Hill's going to run it up the gut. I said quick throw. That was dumb. About a yard or two. It'll be 2nd and 8 coming up for Alabama. Second down and 8 coming up. Two-back look with Bernard and Simpson. Simpson's going to keep it himself, and down he goes. None other than defensive end specialist Gabe Harris for about a loss of 2, and it's going to be 3rd down and about 9 coming up. Third down and 9. Simpson steps up, fires, incomplete. Intended for Bernard, and it's 4th down. So we got ourselves another punt in this one. And it's blocked! It's blocked by the Bulldogs! And they're going to be down at about the 21-yard line. The Georgia defense gets the one thing they needed. It's a blocked punt. And the Dogs will take over in the red zone. I don't know if it counts, but I'm counting it anyway. Alabama special teams, you couldn't handle the heat, and as a result, you fucked the ball. Wow. That is huge. Oh my goodness, was that big for Georgia. First and 10. There goes Nate Frazier back in the game. He's got a first down. Good to see him back up. So we did get the wind knocked out of him. He's running hard for 15 on the first play, coming back from the injury. There we go. The light was looking very off. There we go. First down and goal to go. Frazier going to muscle forward. Maybe a yard, if that. Something is not right about this light. There's no way that's as bright as it gets. I don't think so. There we go. That's better. Second and goal to go for Georgia. There goes Dylan Bell down to the 1-yard line. Creative play call with Dylan Bell running the ball. And it's going to be third down and goal at the 1. Third and goal to go for Stockton. Georgia's knocking on the door. Stockton rolls out, fires, caught! Touchdown, Georgia! And the Dogs have drawn first blood. It's Roderick Robinson. And Georgia's on the board first. Extra point is up and good. So the block punt pays dividends as Georgia has themselves a 7-0 lead against the Alabama Crimson Tide. I'm gonna put the red on it, see how that looks. Maybe it's better than the black. I don't know. I thought the black was better. We're gonna stay here for a little bit. There we go. That's better. That was a perfect start for Georgia. So just what the doctor ordered for the Bulldogs. They've got themselves a 7-point lead. Black looks so much better. Yeah, I agree. I'm going to go back to the black. There we go. We are back to the black for Georgia. Georgia is in the black. Alabama is in the crimson. If Georgia used white more, I would use white for them, but wouldn't make sense. All right, let's read some more comments. Would Bet would look good in white? No, they wouldn't because they're the home team. So I'm going to give them the dark color unless they're wearing white. Oh, they got Ludacris for the halftime show. That's fire. And here we go. We're back underway. Sorry I missed that kickoff, but I got a text from somebody. Probably shouldn't be looking at that, but it is what it is. Not perfect. Georgia's winning. Yeah, it's good. We need that. Georgia's got to win today, man. Georgia's got to win today. Have to. No doubt about it. Georgia has to win. Here we go. First and 10. Can the Tide respond? Because they need to. It's going to go to Akins, the freshman. And maybe about a yard or two on that. Raylan Wilson, excuse me, makes the tackle there. Second down and 8. With 4:10 to go, just about, Bama trails 7-0. Second down and 8. Simpson fires and brought down after about 4 yards on the play. It'll be 3rd and 4 coming up. .323 to go in the first quarter. Simpson steps into one, fires, got a man, it is caught. It's Ryan Williams, makes a man miss at the 45, the 50, and just goes out of bounds, tiptoeing at the 48-yard line. And a big first down for Alabama. Bavidi in the playoff, no. They don't deserve it. They beat no one. First down and 10. Bradford in motion. Simpson. Deep drop, fires, wide open. It is dropped by Isaiah Horton. Ellis Robinson having himself a great start to the game with a pass breakup. 2:21 to go in the first quarter. Still 7-0 Georgia. Nice coverage there by Robertson to break that one up. Bernard coming out in the backfield, which is very strange. Second and 10. Simpson flushed, Fires. It is caught again to Bernard. They'll pick up 5. Make it 3rd and 5. Ja'Cory Thomas makes the tackle for the Dogs. Now make it 3rd and medium. You want to get some inside leverage on the safety, so I respect that. That call for a second game, me 17 and the top of the world vibe. Bro, A&M should be playing. Y'all dropped the ball, man. Y'all absolutely dropped the ball. You had it, and you fucking battered Aggie syndrome struck again. It's a tale as old as time. 3rd and 6. Simpson flushes wide open. Is intercepted! Dalen Everett at the 50, the 45, and he's going to be out of bounds at the 40. A flag is down, but it's going to be after the interception. So Georgia will take over as Ty Simpson for the first time today. You fucked the ball. And Simpson just overshoots his man. It doesn't matter. It's going to be 15 yards after the end of the run. So it is a first down. It was tipped by KJ Bolden right into the hands of Dalen Everett. And it's going to be a Georgia first down. And there you see the gold shoulder pads. And Georgia is in business already. The Savage pads, they call it. Here we go. First down and 10 with 1:27 to go. Georgia is in business. Stockton. They're going to go to McCray. Breaks the tackle. Got a bumper, but maybe only about a 2-yard gain on that one. And it'll be second down at 8. Dalen Everett, last year against Texas, had himself a game with an interception. He had 2 picks against the Texas Longhorns. And they just played fantastic. Yeah, it did. It got tipped by KJ Bolden. Second and 8. Stockton steps up, fires. He's got his man Oscar Delp. And down at the 50-yard line. A nice play there by Alabama's defense. Right then and there was number 10 for the Crimson Tide. I believe that was, let me get the Justin Jefferson. Ha! The white Justin Jefferson. I forgot there's 2. There's a Vikings one, and then there's the Alabama one. 3rd down and 3. Dogs under pressure. Stockton's going to dive forward and have enough for a first down. Just what he needed right then and there. So the frustration is really setting in for Alabama as they just cannot get off the field. So that'll take us to the end of the first quarter. We played through 15 minutes of this one. Bama leads 7-0. We'll be back in 60. And we are back, ladies and gentlemen. It has been pretty much all Georgia up until this point, but let's see if they can keep the ball rolling with another touchdown and potentially go up 2 scores in this one. My ticker is being very slow, so give me a moment to get that fixed. I will come up with it as fast as I can. Yeah, because for some reason it's only showing the hockey games instead of the football ones that I specifically programmed it to, which is really starting to piss me off. Yeah, it's showing the hockey games. I know that's what we want. Okay, there we go. Yeah, for some reason it was not showing the other one, so let me get that fixed for you guys. Because right now it's only showing me one game. Give me mod, I'm gonna ban these bots. I got you. It's only right. I'm a mod in your shit. Honestly, it makes sense. It's great. Now I gotta add another thing for this stupid ticker because this thing is driving me crazy. There we go. The ticker was being really weird for some reason, but we got that fixed. Like to get stuff done around here. Or is that too far down? Nope, that's perfect. There we go. Yeah, get these bots the hell out of here. Nobody wants to see them. Honestly, just nicely tell them to F off and call it a day. We already ran through our New York minute, so really no need to catch you guys up on what happened. Thank you. All right, we're back. It's a marathon, not a sprint in this one. And Frazier going to get the second. Crap. Get the second quarter started with a solid run up the gut. Be about a 3-4 yard gain. Be third down, second down, about 7. We were not ready for that, I'll be honest. Send this out to your guys, all right? Get them going. 2nd and 9. They'll go right back up with Frazier. Gonna keep the feet moving, and he's somehow gonna get a first down out of that. Wow, that was unbelievable. How did he manage to get a first down out of that? I have no idea. I honestly did not see the play because my thing froze. Typical Iona Wi-Fi, ladies and gentlemen, and it's so frustrating. For God's sakes, man. There we go. Missed the last play. Probably been a 1 or 2 yard game from what I heard. It was Chauncey Bowens on the run for Georgia. Second down and 8 for Georgia. The clock is off. Not a big surprise. Bowens, nothing there. Honestly, a loss. Big number 96, Tim Keenan. It'll be a third down and about 9. Georgia is basically on the edge of field goal range. No gain on the play. You cannot take a sack here in this situation. How do I gift the sub on here, bro? I don't think you can. I'm not set up to get monetized, unfortunately. 3rd and 8. Stockton muscling forward, and he might have it up for the first down. They're going to say a yard short. So what do you do if you're Kirby Smart? I think you got to go. 4th down and 1. They're going very heavy package under center. Stockton sneaks and cuts to the left. He's got a first down. That was exactly what I was expecting them to do, and they got it. Simple as that. I don't think you can gift a sub, unfortunately. First down and 10. Clock is significantly off. Let me fix that. Stockton rolls out, fires. Hospital ball to Nate Frazier, and it's incomplete. Yanze Pierre is having himself a great start to the game. Can you actually send a super chat on here? I'm not sure if you can. I gotta know. No, it's unfortunately not possible for me to send a super chats, unfortunately. I'm not at that point yet where I can get monetized. 2nd and 10. Stockton flushes, delivers, it's caught. Dylan Bell inside the 5, and Georgia's going to be goal to go inside the 4-yard line. Gee, my head hurts like a bitch right now. Perfect ball there from Stockton. $10:34 to go. Georgia comes out with a 2 tight end set. The give is to Frazier. Nothing there. Big number 99, James Smith. Well, big number 88, Fega, and James Smith. That'll be 2nd and goal to go for Georgia. Just send the Buckies. How do you get monetized? You got to hit like 1,000 subs or something. Yo, I'm telling you right now, if you help us get to 700 subs by New Year's Day, I'm giving away a jersey to a random subscriber. The more subs you get, the more entries you get. But yeah, you said you're going to send me the Buckies anyway. 2nd and goal, we're going to have a whistle. False start against Georgia. That is not what you wanted to see. It's going to be on 79. Ernest Green, or 71. I don't know why I said 79. It's 71. Second down and goal to go. Stockton gonna keep it, and he's gonna be back to the line to gain. It'll be 3rd and goal. Yo, like I said, help us get to 700 subscribers by January 1st, and one of you will be getting a jersey. Of your choice, by the way. We'll do the giveaway right before the Super Bowl. That's the plan. We'll do the giveaway right before the Super Bowl. 3rd and goal to go. Branch in motion. Stockton steps up. End zone. Touchdown! Dylan Bell! And Georgia's barking early. And that is exactly what Georgia needed, was to capitalize on a turnover. They've got now 14 points off of turnovers, and they lead now 13-0. Extra point is up and good. 14-0 our score in favor of the Dogs. Ty Simpson's interception proves to be costly as Georgia gets 7 points out of it. They now lead this one 14-0. We'll be right back after this 60-second break. Ladies and gentlemen, we are back. 14-0 our score in favor of the Bulldogs. Gonna grab a quick Gatorade real quick. Probably a red one because I've been drinking blue ones nonstop. And I gotta switch it up at some point. As much as I love me some blue Gatorades, I like to switch it up every now and then. Never mind the blue ones are the other ones in the fridge. So we're gonna go with the blue. Can't go wrong with either one of them. Blue and red are the two best Gatorade flavors in my opinion. Super Bowl matchup prediction. It's tough, man. I want to say the Rams, but I don't at the same time. So, it's hard, man. The NFL is just, they're on edibles. They're on blue, green, and white. I have white Gatorade in the fridge, as a matter of fact. So, the way I see it, the NFL is on amoxicillin, painkillers, hallucinogens, psychedelics, coke, marijuana, heroin, you name it, ketamine, any sort of drug you could think of, crystal meth, of course. That is what the NFL is on. But I'm going to go with the Los Angeles Rams out of the NFC. It's tough, man. I don't know who's going to beat them again. That Panthers game is a fluke. This is the weirdest NFL season, man. This is like the 2007 college football season if it was the NFL. That's what this was. And if you don't know, what that was, I can explain it to you. Basically, everybody that was at the top lost. There was a point in time where I think it was 8 or 9 weeks in a row, the number 2 team had lost. No, yeah, so there were so many upsets. It's literally known as the year of the upset. That's what it's known as in 2007. And we are finally back underway. Let's see if Alabama can get something going. So I'm going to say, honestly, I'm going to come out of the AFC. I'll get back to you about that in a second. 1st and 10, they're going to go to Ryan Williams with a man to beat. Gets the outside edge. Got a first down and more. But he's going to be out of bounds. At about the 49-yard line. So a big first down there for Alabama. Dude, I want to say a team like Houston's going to go on a run, or a team like Los Angeles, like the Chargers, could go on a run. Like, there's so many options to come out of the AFC. Regardless, I think the Rams can win the Super Bowl. Do I think the Broncos and Pats will have playoff runs? Patriots, yes. Broncos, no. Because the Broncos, you can only cheat death for so long. The voodoo magic at Deus Ex Machina is clearly out of bounds right there. So it's only about a... He's out of bounds. He's out of bounds. That's out of bounds. But yeah, I'm leaning towards Denver. Hell, is not getting it. New England, maybe. Baltimore, if they get hot at the right time, they're in a good spot right now. The Chargers are too injured. The Bills are fraudulent. Dude, I don't know who's making it out of the AFC. The AFC's a mess. Need a drink after discussing that. So I'm going to say, for right now, Rams-Patriots. It's going to change probably by like tomorrow, if I'm being honest with you. But we'll see. Yeah. So the clock will go back to resetting. It'll be 1st and 10 Alabama at the 38-yard line, regardless, still a first down. Play clock now down to 2, down to 1. They get it off just in time. Simpson, under pressure, rolls out to his right and has to just throw it away. He's getting flustered from all angles by this Georgia defense. Ty coming back. Who the talking to me? AFC crazy. Dude, I'm trying to read all these comments, but I got the game going on. All right, I'm doing the best I can. 2nd down and 10 now. Simpson steps up in the pocket. 4-man rush for Alabama. It's bad at the line of scrimmage. It was big number 33, Quintavious Johnson. That is a real name, by the way. Quintavious Johnson. Tide Finnapola Cowboys and come back. Oh, man, we'll see. Third down and 10. Simpson fires incomplete. So it's going to be 4th down coming up. Fair catch signaled by Georgia. So they will take over on offense again. Georgia back on the offensive end again with 7:40 to go. I don't even think he's raised me. I think he genuinely thinks this. Nico's such an idiot. Will I be streaming the Sunday night game? So, I was originally going to stream the Sunday night game, but I'm now going out that night to my family's house because they're inviting me over for dinner and I haven't seen them in a very long time. They also think it's better than me getting the garbage dining hall stuff here. So, we're going to be streaming the Bears-Packers game instead, which means that the Texans-Chiefs game, it's all you, my boy. If you are streaming it, I will probably come by on like the second half or like 9:30-ish. But yeah, it's all you, man. You got the Texans game now. We're taking the Packers game. We're switching it up now. So yeah, that basically sums it all up. Is we made a slight change in our plans. So the Texas game is now off the table. It's all yours. So like I said, Texas game is all you, man. I don't know, man. I think I'm bad luck when we played horrible when I streamed it. I don't know, man. If you guys could get me like another commercial break thing, like Lil Boss, if you could like make me something for when I go to commercial instead of me playing the stupid 60-second thing every single time, that would be greatly appreciated. Nothing crazy, just like something easy. You'll stream it? Alright, sounds good. This is weird. Cutting in and out now. What the hell's going on? Why am I cutting in and out all of a sudden? This is very strange. I don't know what the hell's going on. This is weird. Something is very off, ladies and gentlemen. I gotta see what this is up about. Give me a second. I'm gonna disappear for about. Alright, I think we fixed it. Nope, we didn't. Oh, 1st and 10 for Georgia. There goes Dylan Bell with speed and a first down. Why does it say like my video is cutting in and out? Bro, why is this shit cutting in and out, bro? Like that ass. What the fuck's going on? We're doing so good. Now this bullshit. Really? You gonna fuck me over now? I was cruising earlier. Fuck my life, man. Break out the old webcam. The Wi-Fi just sucks here. Gonna make a couple of changes around here. See if I can get something to work. Just gonna call as I see it, because right now the internet's bugging out right now, and I don't like that. Not when I try and stream. 3rd and 6. It's gonna say 1st and 10. Just deal with it for now. It's 3rd and 6. Just know that. I swear to God, if something big happens, I'm gonna be kind of mad. Stockton under pressure, floats one, and he overshoots his man. It's incomplete. Poor communication there from Georgia. So I should have another webcam up and running. Hold on, it's not GG's. See, we're right here. We're back. The integrated webcam has been driving me crazy. We got audio. We're good. Don't worry. We're okay. We're right here, dude. There's audio. Regardless, it's going to be a first down for the Alabama Crimson Tide. We just fixed up the issues. Let me go back to the other one and see if we can get this to work. I really hope it is fixed so I don't have to use this. Nope, it's not. All right, we're back. Ugh, okay. We fixed everything. We're good to go now. I think. Yeah, I just had to clean a few things up. Hey, we got audio. We're good. Let me look to my right a little bit. So yeah, so everything's all back up and running. Pretty sure the audio's up. So yeah, so everything's all back. So yeah, we are up and running again. Just use what I made for the intro. Dude, I used it already. It was great. Problem is, it's a 2-minute video that we've got. And I don't want to play the same song twice. I hope you understand. 5:24 to go. The clock's going to be a little bit off. My apologies. Let's see what the Alabama Crimson Tide do if they can respond. They're going to go straight up the middle. A.K. Deer, the freshman, picks up about 2 yards on the play. Going to be 2nd and 8. Could maybe move this to the left a little bit. Yeah, they're going on a little bit of a ride with me. Nah, I like back another spot. All right, drop it off back there. Yeah, I'm just moving. They're trying to find a better spot for the camera. I couldn't. It's whatever. We're good where we are. 2nd and 7. Ryan Williams goes in motion, and he'll pick up about 4 yards on the run. It'll be 3rd down, about 3 coming up for Alabama. All right. Everything is fixed. Hopefully, no more technical issues for the rest of the night. Stockton flushes, fires. It is incomplete. It was intended for Daniel Hill. And it's another fourth down. Another stop for Georgia. And the Tide is going to have to punt away again. It's a high punt. And a fair catch for Zachariah Branch. So Georgia will take over. Following the punt. Do I have a green screen? So I'm back at the dorms. So no, I do not have a green screen. And with the Wi-Fi that we have here at Iona, yeah, tell everyone in the I agree. Tell everybody in the Discord to join the live. Help a brother out, you know. Your chat is the reason that the Buccaneers Texans stream did so well, and you weren't even there, which is the crazy thing. First and 10, quick throw. Stockton's got his man. It's Dylan Bell. A solid gain for him. An 8-yard gain on the play. Second and 2. Now you have to remember, I'm doing 2 streams. I'm doing this game. I'm going to take a little break, and then I'm going to do another game. Well, Bash, you're the fucking goat, man. I love you. Frazier, going to have a first down at the 40-yard line. So if Georgia wins by a lot, the conversation of Alabama falling out is incredibly possible. If Bama gets blown out, then I think you have to put the both in. Bowens going to get a solid gainer of a yard or two. Be second down and 9. As we've now made it to the 2-minute timeout. 14-0 our score. We'll stay right here because we don't like to go to commercial breaks very often. I'm not the you were at that game. Yeah, I know. You've made it pretty freaking clear. You bring it up every single time we do the guest to quarterback stuff. We get Baker Mayfield. You bring it up all the time. We know. The ACC is so down bad. It's incredible. It's incredible how down bad this conference is. Oh my gosh. It's a joke, man. Jay's dragging it. Yeah, I agree. Maybe a little bit. Hey, yo, Jay, relax, man. This is an Alabama ad. Nah, it's a Mercedes-Benz ad done by Nick Saban. I'm pretty sure it's Nick Saban doing the ad. Mercedes-Benz is one of the sponsors for it, though, so I shouldn't be that surprised. Oh my god, this is gonna be funny. My mom owns a Mercedes. I don't know. That just makes me think of that. That's funny. That's my best comeback. I mean, you don't need a comeback for everything. Like, you don't have to sit here and just insult people. I mean, it's really not that deep, you know. Some people just like to mess with you, you know. That's just how they are. Here we go. Second down and 9, or 8, excuse me. Stockton just going to take off. He'll pick up about 6. Never mind, I was way off. That'll be 3rd and 5. Here we are with the resume comparison again. Alabama's 10-2 with the 11th strength of schedule. Alabama's 8th in SOR. Best win is against Georgia. Notre Dame's best win was against USC. Miami's best win is against Notre Dame. Blah, 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 blah. We've been through this 1,000 times. You've been shoving it down my throat. For God's sakes, it's all I've heard. Jesus. 3rd and 3. Stockton steps up. He's got Bowens. And what a tackle there. That was number 8. I believe that was Justin Jefferson, was it? No, it was Justin Hill. It'll be 4th down and 1. And a timeout taken by Alabama. That is their first. I don't know how he tackled him there. If you're close enough, do you go for it? Football group you put me in always flaming you. They're weird, bro. The biggest form of intimidation and obsession is flattery. That's what it is. Tell the chat to watch my stuff, Jay, because clearly you're not live to. I'm assuming for UFC is my assumption. Yeah, so just tell your guys. Because if you're at watching UFC tonight, I really don't blame you. Merab versus Piotr Yan is going to Peter Yan's going to be awesome. I cannot wait to watch that. 4th and 1, and here it is. They're going to go back with the offense. Shades of what Notre Dame did against Georgia in the playoffs last year. Will they run a play, though? And Georgia's going to take the timeout. So now Georgia will take their timeout. Disciplined from Alabama, shockingly. He was talking about how I wasn't on his Texas stream. That's why I said that. Like, you weren't even watching the stream. You were legit at the game, and they still went crazy. I don't know how, but it did. Fourth and 1, so they're going to go for it once again. Fourth and 1, it's going to go to McCray. He's got the first down and then some. Easy work for the first down. That'll stop the clock with a minute 5 to go. Here's where the job becomes very difficult. Stockton, flush, batted up and nearly intercepted by one of the big defensive linemen, and it's second down. Second and 10 to go with 46 seconds. It's going to go to Cash Jones and not much there, so Bama will take another timeout, I think. But I guess not. Smart is letting the clock bleed, which I don't really agree with. But they're going to go quick to the line of scrimmage. 26 seconds left. Stockton just got to get rid of it, and it's incomplete. It's fourth down. This might be grounding here. So no intentional grounding. Potential field goal coming up. It's only a fight night, but still. Yeah, I did see that. That's huge. Peter Young, which will might get his belt back. Fourth and 8. Now they got to punt this thing away. End over end. And it'll be fair caught at about the 7-yard line. So with 15 seconds to go, Alabama will take over on offense. The aggressiveness was incredibly questionable. Bama needs a touchdown for momentum because they get the ball at half. I think they're just going to kneel it out. I don't see a need where they need to do that. First and 10. Simpson under pressure. And it is caught. Oh, that could have been bad. Wow. Really? They're going to call that a penalty? Interesting. Now you just take a knee. Just take a knee. Yeah, they're just going to take a knee. That is a smart decision. And that will take us to halftime, ladies and gentlemen. 14-0 our score in favor of the Bulldogs. Bama will get the ball to start at the half, 14-0. We're going to take a short 5-minute break. We'll be right back. Nothing Georgia. It's looking good so far. Let's keep it going. Where are you headed? Nice. Yo, it's looking good so far. 14-0 Georgia. Bama's offense looks incredibly stagnant. They do look overmatched. Putting up way better numbers than the last time. That's for damn sure.
What's up, buddy?
Hey, how's it going?
I'm just at the Candelas watching the football games.
So far, it is going exactly to plan. Honestly, for both of us.
Yeah.
You know what I just realized? If Georgia runs it up in the second half, there's a good chance that Miami and Notre Dame both get it.
I was hoping that me and Russ are hoping that Georgia beats the crap out of.
Bama.
Yeah,
Yeah, me
be
too.
happy with this current situation.
I mean, I'm happy
We
right
need more
now. Like,
points.
if it ends as like a 14-point game, if Bama loses, they're gonna go down to number. If Bama loses, they're gonna go down to number 10. But it depends on how bad they lose. If they lose bad enough, they could potentially fall out of the playoff because
So we were after BYU, so we wanted them to play more.
I wanted them to lose by a lot less. That would have really helped us out.
Why?
Because if BYU has a close loss, they wouldn't move down. But now they're definitely
Yeah.
moving down. They
Well,
just can't. We just cannot let Notre Dame and Miami get side by side, or we're fucked. Simple as that.
BYU is going to potentially be out 10 teams.
Yeah, Tebow's there. He's Mr. SEC. Of course he's gonna be there.
Oh, really quick. When is your last day of school?
So our official last day of classes has already happened. We're entering finals week on Monday. But I think I'm gonna stay till at least Wednesday night because I'm working ESPN production.
Wait, what if you stay until Thursday?
That could work. I can do that.
Because I was just talking to Jet. He called me this morning to talk about some stuff, and he does training at Iona Prep.
No shot, really?
8 to 9 o'clock at night on Tuesday nights and Thursday nights.
Holy shit.
And I said, well, what would be the chances of you being able to grab David and bring him home? Because I could do that. So I don't know how much crap you plan on bringing home.
I'm gonna just throw. It's gonna be probably my bag, my laundry bag. I'm gonna throw it all in blue bags. Maybe just a couple of bags.
Alright. So anyway, I'll coordinate, but he might pick you up, so you might just come home like Tuesday, Thursday night.
Hey, that works for me. And I'd probably be able to take the train down to New York City on Saturday for the St. John's game.
Well, that's up to you.
Sure. I do have a ticket though. I'm definitely gonna go. I just don't know how many. I may have to train down there. I mean, it's definitely a great opportunity because I get to go to Madison Square Garden for the measly price of $6.25.
Uh,
Speaking of Madison, speaking of what you say?
Would you be doing anything for the game?
No, I'd just be going.
Okay.
Be going as an Iona student. Unfortunately, I don't know.
Because you guys, because ESPN, they're not doing ESPN there.
No, it's TNT, national broadcast. It's gonna be on TV. It's gonna be on
Oh,
TNT.
that's cool.
Did you go watch that and then tune into Army Navy right after?
Alright, well, let's see. I don't know what we're doing next weekend.
I'm not gonna lie. What happened earlier this morning ticked me off.
What?
We had you guys. We absolutely had you in overtime. We had you.
I thought you guys were gonna win.
And then McKinnon broke two of our defenders because he just is the best player in the NHL. Like I've been saying for the past 2 years.
It was a fun and entertaining game.
Well, sadly, if you were there, it would have been the opposite. We probably would have won overtime.
If I was there, I would have had people bet the mortgage there.
I bet the mortgage on the Rangers. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, 100%.
It does piss me off that the Avalanche no showed the Islanders, but Blackwood showed up this game. It pissed me off a little bit.
Yeah, it's a road trip. We came in and went right there.
Although, how does it feel that you gave up Connor Sheary's first goal of the season?
I don't even know who that guy was.
He's been getting top 6 minutes almost every game. It's ridiculous. So
He made a nice shot.
he did, but there is one, by the way. As for the playoff, there is one more thing you guys need to happen. Virginia's got to lose. You guys are doomed if Virginia wins because they will not put in 2 ACC teams. With how bad the ACC has been, the only reason that they're lobbying for Miami is because they think they're the only chance the ACC has at the playoff.
Well, I don't see how Duke is going to beat Virginia.
Well, I hate to say it because it's bullshit. You should be playing Virginia tonight.
We should be playing. We should play like.
You should be playing UVA tonight in Charlotte. But to be fair, the ACC sucks. The tiebreakers are stupid. And that is the reason Notre Dame will never join that conference. It is full of incompetence and stupidity. The ACC is a joke. Yeah, it came down to the 8th tiebreaker, I think. I don't get why we. They're 10-2. You're right. You should also be the home team in this game because you're ranked higher than UVA is. The highest ranked team in the ACC isn't even in the conference championship. See, that is everything that is wrong with the Atlantic Coastal Conference. It's a joke. I will say this though: the Miami Hurricane fans on Twitter are having almost an absolute meltdown over the last 8 hours.
I mean, like Miami lost to
SMU and Louisville. People told me that, but people then decided to call me a hypocrite because they think if they said Notre Dame's in this situation, you'd be throwing a fit. I'm like, no, we wouldn't even be sniffing the playoff if we lost the 2 unranked opponents.
I mean, Texas Tech destroyed BYU.
Texas, I'm telling you, there's only 3 Notre Dame would lose to in the playoff. Honest to God. Ohio State, Georgia, and Texas Tech. Texas Tech freaks me out. Their defense is so good.
But we went through Ohio State's schedule. It wasn't even hard.
It's not, but they just win every.
They played a terrible Penn State team.
True.
They played Auburn and they played Michigan.
They didn't play Auburn.
I think they did.
No, they played Texas.
Oh, they played Texas. That's right. They
played Texas week 1 start of the season.
And they won by 7.
Correct. But Texas defense is one of the best in the country.
Look at Oklahoma's. Yeah, that was murderer's row.
Yeah, and Oklahoma lost to Texas. Granted, John Mateer was rushed and should have been playing in that game. Yeah, he goes without saying.
Alright, well, let's go whoever can help Miami get in the playoff.
Go Dogs and go Cavs. For you, it's go Dogs, go Devils.
Alright, well, good luck.
Good luck to you too. May the better team get in.
Alright, sounds good, everybody.
Alright.
Talk to you later.
Take care. We'll touch base. Oh wait, hold on.
Yeah.
Before you leave. We'll touch base about Thursday. Also, I'm going to Anthony's tomorrow night.
Oh, are you?
Yeah, they invited me over.
Excellent. They're gonna come get you.
Yeah, so I was gonna go to Sacred Heart, but Chris has to work tomorrow, so we're gonna look at a different road game to go to. We might go to the Fairfield one or the St. Peter's one. We're not gonna go to Niagara or Siena. That's too far upstate. We're gonna go probably to one of the Jersey games, or probably Fairfield, somewhere that's in the area. We're gonna travel. We're gonna travel to at least one Iona away game plus the Manhattan one. That's the plan, at least.
Gotcha.
All right.
No, that'll be nice. You'll eat well tomorrow.
Yes, I will. I'm very excited.
Alright, sounds good.
All right. Take care.
Alright, bye.
Her name was Rico. Oh wait, his name was Rico. He wore a diamond. Her name was Lola. He wore a diamond. No, it was Rico. And we are back. It is now time for the Dr. Pepper tuition giveaway. One of the cooler things that they do during the SEC championship. Cannot wait to get this thing going. Don't actually throw like a football. Yes, Metallica. I'm telling you, Metallica is that good for this. Got to use more rock songs. It truly is better. You got to okay. So the key to this is the two-handed toss. I do believe that it is the two-handed toss is the key to this. You'll be a broadcast one day, I believe. Thank you very much. Yeah, the key is the two-handed toss. Oh, never mind. Jesse's killing it. Never mind. The one-hand toss is the move. The two-handed toss is not working. It's the other way around. Jesse is on fire. And that's it. 14-6. What a win for Jesse. He dominated. Wasn't even close. Won himself $100,000. Bro, you go crazy? Yeah, me too. I feel like I do pretty well on that. So have 19 minutes till the start of the second half. Oh boy. So we're gonna have a little bit of time before the second half comes back underway. Let me throw the rock. Yeah, I feel like you do pretty well on that. Depends on how athletic, how well you can throw. So it goes without saying. But right now, Notre Dame is in a perfect spot. These State Farm commercials are really, really funny. I hate the SEC so much. I can't even. Bro, I bet I kick a field goal on college game day. You're pretty cocky, Jay. I can't even lie. I don't know. The kicking is much harder than it looks, to be honest with you. It just means more. Like, I actually hate this conference with a burning passion. Easily my least favorite conference in college football. No doubt about it. I hate their merits. I hate everything that it stands for. I just do not like the Southeast whatsoever. Honestly, to hell with them. The black and red. Georgia colors honestly are kind of hard. I can't even lie. Jay, you can't kick softball if it wasn't moving. He would look like Koo against the Pats. Bro, I played soccer. I got that shit. Hey, I'm Mexican. Remember, I can kick. I forgot you do have a drop or two of Mexican in you. You know what? I'm going to see if they fixed the camera on this thing. I really hope it did. Back to the drawing board. What the hell is going on? You just lost the webcam completely. I don't know what the hell is going on. Webcam is cooked, y'all. I gotta figure out why this thing is being so complicated all of a sudden. Wait. Good idea. I should do that. All right, there we go. We're back. The it was being very difficult for some weird reason. But yeah, I can definitely do that. Little boss, see if you could make something for that. I have to take my sweatshirt off. I'm dying right now. Nice. Sorry, the shit's being really weird right now. Apologies. Second down and 9 coming up. Stockton under pressure. Rolls all the way back to the 8-yard line. Now throws one. It is incomplete. It'll be 3rd and 9 coming up for Alabama. And the Georgia defense is humming early, folks. No, this is live play-by-play. Unfortunately, I can't stream the actual game because, well, you know, copyright, and they're very strict about that stuff. So I'm trying not to get in any trouble. I like my YouTube channel, and I want to keep it going. 3rd and 9. Simpson flushed. And he's going to go down. Brought down by the safety, Thomas. And it's going to be 4th down for Alabama. What a stop for Georgia. And that is huge. Big loss of about 7 or 8. We're going to call it 4th down and 17. It was 18. I was off by a yard. Anchors away. And this will be a return for Zachariah Branch with space. And he'll get over to about the 40-yard line. A nice return for Georgia. They're in a great spot to potentially go up 3 scores. I got a dip. You have a good rest of your stream. Thank you, man. I appreciate you for coming down. Missed that last play, only a yard on the gain, so it'll be 2nd and 9 for Georgia. Just had to fix the audio. We are back up and running. Second and 9. Stockton delivers. It is caught. Short completion to Frazier underneath. He'll pick up 5. It'll be 3rd and 4. So it was a 6-yard gain. It's 3rd and 3. Stockton steps up, fires. He's got Branch. It is enough for a 1st down. And Georgia keeps the ball moving. Having the feed's cutting out a little bit. Nothing new. 1st and 10. Stockton fires. Got him in. It's caught. Lawson Lucky. Out of bounds. At about the 10-yard line. 1st and goal for Georgia. First and goal to go for Georgia. They are in the driver's seat. Stockton end zone, and it's batted down. He wanted Taylor. And Hill Green with the PBU on that one. It'll be 2nd and goal. Simple, quick slant to Taylor. That was the concept they were looking for. Second and goal. Stockton. Frazier walks into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia. A beautiful start to the second half for the Dogs. They extend their lead. It is now 20-0. Bulldogs. And the extra point is True Blue. 21-0 in favor of Georgia. A perfect start for Kirby Smart's boys. It is all going to plan. We'll step aside for a quick 60-second break. And we are back. 21-0 our score in favor of the Mouse. They have been on fire to start the game. The Mouse is in an amazing spot right now, I can tell you that. It's the damn Mouse, man. They backdoored into the championship game and they have a 21-0 lead in the Bends. Exactly what everybody wanted to see. It's so funny, man. The Mouse is back.
Guess who's backdooring their way in again? The damn Mouse. Thanks a lot, guys.
Volunteer fans are in shambles right now.
And more importantly, keeping Texas A&M out of the SEC title game. Because guess who's backdooring their way in again? The damn Mouse. Thanks a lot, guys. I had faith in you for once, and this is exactly what you do. Ellie, guess who's backdooring their way in again? The damn Mouse. Thanks a lot.
The Mouse is running away with it. Once this game wraps up, we won't be calling it, but we'll be covering it out in Charlotte. The Duke Blue Devils taking on Virginia, looking to capture their first ACC title since 1995. The fact that there is a 7-5 team in the ACC championship actually makes me want to vomit. It's unbelievable. So this will be returned by Alabama. And not much there. The helmet got ripped off there. So will be a first down for Alabama at about the 15-yard line. First and 10 now for Alabama. Sorry, some of my eye. Lights flashing at me. Horton goes in motion to the right side. They'll go with the run and some space there for Deere. He'll pick up about 5 on the play. 2nd and 5 for Alabama. Second and 5. Georgia is 4 for 10 on 3rd down. Alabama 1 for 6. 2nd and 5. 10 minutes to go. Simpson, no one to hand it off to. He's going to go down for a loss. It's going from bad to worse here at the Benz for the boys from Tuscaloosa. The wheels are falling off a little bit. It looked like a miscommunication. He wanted to hand the ball off, but he had nowhere there. He just went down and conceded himself, and he took the loss there. Third down and 10. Georgia putting 7 in the box. Correction, that's 6. No, it is 7. 7 in the box. They bring 6. Oh, that's got to be a flag on Georgia, right? Should be a false start against the Tide. DeBoer is unhappy. I feel like that should have been a penalty on Harris there. But I guess he got away with one. 3rd and 15 for Simpson and the Tide. Georgia bringing 4. Floats one. It is caught. It's Pritchett. He will not get there. It'll be 4th and 6. This defense is playing like an NFL unit right now. Fourth and 3. Anchors away. That'll be fair caught by Branch at the 33-yard line. So Georgia will take over again on offense. Uga loves what he's seeing from his unit. 21-0 our score in favor of Georgia. We'll be back. And we are back. 21-0 our score in favor of the Mouse. They're running away with this one like they found loose cheese in the sewer. That was the dumbest thing I think I have ever said. I deserve Dunce of the Week for that.
All veterans and their families can join. Navy Federal Credit Union. Our message, our mission.
In holiday shopping deals like this, grab the holiday title and get relief.
Let me just say this right now for the record. If Duke wins tonight, the entire ACC is locale of the year. I don't give a shit what happens. I won't even have to run the bracket next week. They will be locale of the year. First down and 10, 8-12 to go in this one, but try to catch the clock as much as I can. First and 10, little end around to Dylan Bell. That play was just going nowhere. Deontay Lawson in on the coverage. So maybe a loss of a yard on that one. It should be 2nd and 11 coming up. Xavier Brown is out for the game. Simpson under pressure, evades one, evades two, and he's getting able to stumble forward. Only 2 yards short of the line to gain, so a 9 or 8 yard run. It'll be 3rd and very short for Georgia. Third and 2 coming up for Georgia. Stockton, play action. Goes deep, got a man. It's caught. It's London Humphreys. And he is forced out of bounds by Bray Hubbard. It is another Georgia Bulldogs first down. Third and 17. So there was a holding call, it looked like. That was weird. It's a 15-yard penalty of some sort. Stockton delivers. It is caught for about a 13-yard gain for Bell. It'll be short of the line of gain to go. It'll be 4th down and 4. Bama got away with it. Georgia did not get away with that hands to the face call. So it will be a first down for Alabama following the punt, which was huge for Alabama, which keeps them alive. Anchors away. It's a decently deep punt, and it'll bounce into the end zone for a touchback. 5:40 to go. Georgia keeping Alabama off the board. We'll be back at 60. And we are back. Sorry, it's in my eye again. Did we fix this finally, or are we still going to be malfunctioning? Nope, we're still on this. Damn, man. I thought we actually fixed it by now. I guess not. Net 8 rushing yards for Alabama. 5:40 to go. Alabama got very lucky with that very ticky-tacky hands to the face call. First and 10, 5:40 to go. Ball on the 20-yard line. Horton goes in motion to the right side. Simpson rolling out. Steps in the pocket. Under pressure. He throws it. Is complete. They will say it is a catch. So it'll be second down at about 5. Jam Miller is out with a collarbone injury. Second and 6. Hill's going to run. I'll maybe get 2 on that one. 3rd and 4 coming up. Georgia is just suffocating them in the trenches. They've been winning the line of scrimmage with ease. We've already determined that Duke is out of the playoffs, so it's all going to come down to JMU. And Honestly, I think Boise State's got a case, but it's got to be JMU. 3rd and 4, quick throw. Simpson has Hill. They're going to say down by contact. 4th down and 2 coming up, and now Bama's got a punt again. Yeah, he stepped out. Hill wasn't out by much, but another punt for Alabama. Could be on alert for a fake here. 4 straight 3-and-outs for Alabama. And it will bounce at the 35-yard line, and that is where the Dogs will take over with 3:48 to go in the 3rd quarter. So the Heisman Trophy presentation is going to be on Thursday, which is very strange. No, it's on Saturday. I don't know what the hell they're talking about. Saturday at 8 p.m. 1st and 10. There goes Frazier muscling forward for 9. Bray Hubbard got sunned on that play. Second down and 1. It's a handoff again to Frazier. Another first down for Georgia. They just keep chugging. Thirteen first downs for Georgia, only 4 for Alabama. Yeah, it's 21-0. It's a 5-yard penalty, gets Lawson lucky. So it'll be 1st and 15 for Georgia. First and 15. Bell is going to pick up maybe 5 yards on that one. Yeah, you came back at the right time. This game is starting to spiral out of control, which in my case is fantastic. This is the one thing that I wanted. Yeah, college football is legit my favorite sport, and it's really not that close, to be honest with you. Second down and 10. McCray's going nowhere. That was blown up from the start. Justin Hill got back there and makes the tackle. It'll be 3rd and 13 for Georgia, excuse me. Not what you wanted to see. Third and 13. Stockton delivers. He's got Cash Jones. He's going to be short again. Be 4th and 6. So it's 4th and 5. Letting this clock run. Cole Adams back to receive. Anchors away. End over end. It's a high kick. And it's fair caught at the 8. The Winter Olympics will be starting this winter in Milan. Hopefully, we're able to have hockey. If there is no hockey, I will be very sad. Also, for those that are watching, how does the new microphone sound? I literally just got this on Thursday. How does it sound? I hope you guys like it, and I hope it sounds really, really good. That is the ideal situation. 1st and 10 again for Alabama. Should be the only play of the third quarter. Simpson under pressure, and it's caught. It's his tight end, Caleb Edwards, and it's a big first down. And that will do it for the end of the third quarter. We've played through 45 minutes in this one. 21-0 is our score after the third. We'll step aside after another 60-second break. And we are back. Also, if Alabama keeps getting their ass beat like this, they follow the playoff picture tally, right? They have to at this point. See, I don't know, dude. The committee has been so in favor of Alabama. I wouldn't be shocked at all if they kept them in. My thought is they're going to drop them down to 10, which they should do, is put Notre Dame at number 9. There's no way the Irish can fall out if Bama loses like this. Ain't no way. This is ridiculous. Apparently, there is a positivity rabbit in the Eagles' locker room. That is hysterical. Yeah, the odds of us making it are skyrocketing, which is good. I think they have to put in both Notre Dame and Miami to save themselves a headache. It depends on how bad Bama loses, man. If Georgia can really if they can get one more touchdown and it's a 21-0 or 28-0, I don't see a world where Bama gets in. I really don't. First and 10. Simpson flush delivers. It is caught for Hill. Nice little 8-yard gain for them. Correction, a 9-yard gain. That'd be 2nd and 1 for Alabama. That should be close enough, I think. I hope the mic's not too far away. 2nd and 1 for Alabama. Simpson under pressure. Down he goes. Big number 33, Quintavious Johnson. A huge 9-yard sack. There is a flag, however. This might be defensive holding against Georgia. Wow. That's brutal. So forget about that big sack. What's up, Rye? About time you finally got here. Your dogs are doing me a huge favor. I need more of this. Simpson batted up and is caught. Edwards with a first down, and now Bama's got some offense. Go Dogs is right. I agree. But I got to be neutral for this game. I'm calling it. First down and 10 for Alabama. Simpson flushed. Fires. The dump off is complete. Georgia is keeping everything in front of them. Only about a 4-yard gain. Be 2nd and 6. You cannot do that, man. That's awful. Oh, hopefully not. 2nd and 6. Quick throw is complete. It's dropped by Hill. I thought he had it, but he dropped it. So, Riley, my thought process is you've definitely got me on your TV is my thought. Unless you've got the audio of me and then I don't know what you did, so 3rd and 6. Can't make another stupid mistake if you're Georgia. But Bama needs this. Here they come. Simpson off his back foot, incomplete. That is a textbook flag. It's DeMello Jones again. Yeah, honestly, get DeMello Jones out of the game. That's 2 penalties this drive. He's walking Alabama down the field. Seven penalties for 80 yards for Georgia. That's kind of insane. Williams in motion. Simpson flushed to the end zone off the hands of Brooks. Perfect throw by Ty Simpson, just off the hands. And it's 2nd and 10. Yeah, that is true. The refs do love Alabama, and the committee loves Alabama too, so. Second down and 10. Simpson fires it deep, and it's incomplete. No flag this time. He's been having the opposite game of Robinson of DeMello Jones is Ellis Robinson. He's having himself a fantastic game. We all know how SC refs move. Yeah, I mean, 7 penalties for Georgia for 80 yards, 1 penalty for Alabama for 5 yards. It was a false start penalty. So I get what you're saying. But Georgia's also incredibly undisciplined. That's another thing. Simpson fires. He's got Bernard. Breaks a tackle. Still going at the 10, the 5. Touchdown, Alabama. Touchdown, Alabama. And the Tider on the board. So give credit on that touchdown to DeMello Jones as the Tider on the board. Also, putrid tackling from KJ Bolden. Nothing to worry about. So that sucks, but it's all right. Oh, yeah, Georgia's incredibly undisciplined. No doubt about it. 1 touchdown, you can live with that. As long as Georgia gets 7 right back, you're fine. They were never getting a full shutout, man. Come on. So, he at least 2 more touchdowns for Georgia. Make this a statement. Yeah, I agree. Just get 1 more touchdown, you're fine. You're fine. I nothing to worry about. Alrighty, let's read some comments, shall we? This Alabama team does not deserve a bid. Yeah, I agree. They're playing like hot ass right now. If Georgia could score, they're right back in business too, potentially knocking Bama out of the playoff. Right now, I think Bama will drop to number 10 with a 2-score loss. But if Georgia wins like 35-7, then they're out completely. So Georgia will now take over on offense. Stockton steps into one, fires it, is caught. There's Branch. Gonna have himself about a 7-yard gain. Second down and 3. Stockton fires. It is caught. Oscar Delp for a first down. $11:23 to go. Georgia up 21-7 here in the SEC title game. First and 10, Stockton. I don't know what that was supposed to be, but it just did not work. Keaton blew that up. We need at least a field goal here, but a touchdown would be great. Yeah, just keep the scoring going, but don't try to bleed the clock out. Stockton, gonna get about 7. Third down and 4, huge play for Georgia. I think you go for it if you get close. If it's 4th and 1, you go here. Bama brings the pressure. Stockton rolls out. Down he goes. The Bama defense with a big stop on third down, and it's 4th and 5. It's a loss of a yard. And it's muffed! He managed to get it back, but holy smokes. Holy smokes, that could have been disaster. We'll step aside for another 6-second break. And we're back. Yo, I don't understand why Georgia took the foot off the pedal. I hate that the mouse is completely taking the foot off the pedal. Need a safety or pick six? Yeah, I agree. Simpson fires incomplete. Simpson fires. It is caught again. It's Bernard. Not much there. To be third down at about 3 coming up. Third and 2. Here we go. Simpson, dogs bring pressure, fires to the tight end. It is incomplete. And it's 4th and 2. What do you do now if you're Alabama? I think you have to go for it. You're down by 2 scores with 8 minutes left. A huge hit by C.J. Allen. They're going. Here we go. 4th and 2 for Alabama. Need 2 yards. Simpson fires. Incomplete. He misses the throw. Georgia takes over on downs. And Georgia is in the red zone. Could not have set this up any better. Hell, give them a close loss would be easier for them to forgive. But this is pathetic. Yeah, I agree. This is pathetic. They had 8 drives in a row of 3 and outs. This is disgusting from them. Horrible performance tonight by oh, camera almost fell over. This is a disgusting performance. Horrible performance from Alabama tonight. 1st and 10. Stockton going to keep it himself. I don't understand what Georgia is trying to do other than milk the clock. You got to score here, man. You need points. Second and 10. Hand off to Frazier. What are they doing? Why are they getting so conservative? Third and 11. Stockton. Branch has some space, and he's going to score! Touchdown, Georgia! And that just might be the dagger on Alabama's SEC championship hopes. And the Mouse have regained their 20-point lead. You're a Notre Dame fan, right? Because I'm not scared of anybody either. Well, Georgia maybe because their defense is so good and their offense has been humming. And the extra point is up, and it is good. Whoa, that was too far. 28-7 in favor of Georgia. We'll step aside for a quick 60-second break. 6:49 to go. Georgia back up by 21. And we are back. 28-7 our score in favor of the Georgia Bulldogs. Yeah, you have to drop Bama out now if they keep this up. If Georgia scores again, get them out here. Genuinely, get them out. This is a funny comment. Georgia's proving a team can be better than another while losing to that same team earlier in the season, almost like the Notre Dame Miami argument. What do I know, though? .651 to go. Can Alabama get something going? Simpson fires. Wide open is complete. There goes Bernard again. A solid gain for Alabama. It's going to be about a 20-yard pickup and another first down. First and 10. Simpson delivers. It is complete. Be about a 6-yard pickup, second and 4. Second and 2. Simpson fires. Almost like Kiffin. It's incomplete. It's third and 2. Third down and 2. Simpson under pressure. He's going to take off. He's not going to get there. It's fourth and 1. CJ Allen makes the play. Now, we will be taking about a 30-minute break, and then we will be coming back on at around 8 o'clock for the Big Ten Championship. So if you guys are looking for more content, you won't have to wait very long. You have to wait about 25, 30 minutes. Grab yourself some dinner of some sort, and then come right back here for the Big Ten Championship game as we have a timeout taken by Alabama. You can leave Alabama in, but you can't keep them above Notre Dame. Bama and BYU should both be out. If you're gonna punish BYU, you have to punish Alabama. But it doesn't matter now. It's the fact that I'm tired of hearing everybody argue about Alabama. I'm so sick of it. Drives me insane. Fourth and 1. Simpson gets rid of it, has his tight end for a first down. So they'll at least keep the drive alive for now. Sorry, the clock is completely turned upside down. Simpson delivers, batted up and nearly picked off. KJ Bolden was right there. Second and 10. Simpson, down he goes. Sacked in the backfield. Again, Georgia's defense is just crashing down. Third and 15. Simpson fires. He's got Bernard. He throws it back. And Daniels is going to have a first down. Wow. Can't believe they got away with that. What a play call by Georgia. Simpson fires to the end zone. Incomplete. No flag on that one. And it's second down and 10. Second and 10. 3:42 to go. Simpson, under pressure, gets it off, and it's off the hands of his running back, Deere. The hell are you talking about, Flamo? And now you got third down and 10 with 3:37 to go left in the game. A stop would end it here. Third down and 10. Simpson, here comes pressure again. Fires. It is behind Ryan Williams. Incomplete. And it's fourth down. Dude, you have to get Miami and Notre Dame both in at this rate. Fourth and 10. Here we go. Bernard goes in motion. Simpson checking the snap on this one. Play clock at 2. Simpson under pressure. Evades one. Rolls out to his right. Still going and just heaves up a prayer to the end zone. Out of bounds. Incomplete. How on earth did Simpson get that ball to Bernard? I have no idea. Regardless, Georgia takes over on downs, going the other way. So yeah, the Dogs will be getting a bye. We won't be seeing them for a while. You gotta have a couple of conversations now about Alabama, about them potentially missing. Stockton's gonna go down for a sack. Take about a 2-yard loss on this 3rd and 9. You have to drop Bama below Notre Dame because of this result. You cannot put Alabama above Notre Dame tomorrow. Period. End of story. I don't care if it's Alabama. You have to drop them. 3rd and 12. Stockton. There goes Chauncey Bowens. Got the first down. And that'll be the dagger. Chauncey Bowens is hurt with 2:08 to go in the game.
By 21 fucking points. Bama stood no chance all game. I knew it was gonna happen. Bama fucking sucks. This motherfuckers.
As we've now hit the 2-minute timeout, Georgia up 28-7. As the Dogs will retain their SEC title, we're going to end the stream right here. Thank you all for watching. We're going to take a quick, about 45-minute break. We'll see you guys for the Big Ten Championship, number 1 versus number 2.